Hello, YouTube and Twitch. How are we doing today? It's gonna be late. I'm not. I'm right on time. I'm even early. Would you imagine that? I'm early today. It's crazy. What is up, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you all. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. Good stuff. What is up, everyone? Good evening. How we doing today? Welcome to the stream. It's awesome to see you guys. It is the post 100k day. That is what I've just called it. It's the post 100k day, the day after. For those who missed it, somehow, if you've been living under a rock, yesterday we hit 100,000 subscribers here on the channel. Very epic, very big, very crazy. Wait, are YouTube notifications even coming in? Oh, wait. Oh, I think they're not. Why? Okay, wait, I have to fix my chat real quick. On-screen chat is not working. Let me try to fix that. Let's see. They are for you? No, they are not. Only Twitch messages are appearing, which is strange. Which is very strange. I'm gonna try to fix that real quick. Should not be a big deal. The Twitch messages are appearing, just the YouTube messages are not. But that should be quickly fixed if I know what I'm doing. Which I should. I should know what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. Does it work? No, it absolutely doesn't. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why? Why are we not... Why are we not working? Let's see. Disconnected. Well, maybe connect then. Let's see. I got it. I got this, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. There we go. Continue. All right. I should be logged in now. I'm gonna reboot this thing again. Trust me, I'm a professional now. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Right? Or not yet? Wait. Ah, look at that. It's fixed. I'm a good streamer. ID summary till now. I started streaming exactly 3 minutes and 20 seconds ago. So there are no ideas yet. I literally just started streaming. What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate it. Hello. Sorry for the little bug fix. I had to fix my chat, but it's working again. It's the day after. Yesterday, we officially hit the 100,000 subscribers on the Casazora channel, which is insane and amazing and mind-blowing. And I'm so extremely thankful. Yoda, thank you so much for the 500. Isn't that a lot? I don't know how much that is. Testing, 1 2 1 2. Yoda, Yoda, my man, thank you so much for the 500 DKK. Kroner? Was it Kroner? I don't know if I remember, but thank you so much, man. All the donations you made on that day. I didn't know how to contact you or how to thank you, but all the donations you made on that day, it was a lot. I mean, you said, yeah, it's probably gonna be like a few hundred euros. It was a few hundred euros. It is, I think, the most I've ever earned during any live stream ever in the history of this channel, which is insane. Yoda, my man, thank you so much. I don't know where you get the money from, but I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, man. That's a huge donation. Also, are donations now also just not appearing? Wait. Did donations also not work? Is Streamlabs even here? What is happening? Why is everything broken? I think nothing appeared on stream. It worked. Did it appear? It appeared. Did you guys see it? Oh, then I've just been too distracted. Well, that doesn't matter. Yoda, my man, thank you so much for the testing. I appreciate it. That is not testing. That is like an insanely big donation. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel out a crazy lot. Thank you so much, man. It works a bit, but not by seeing my name. That is weird, though. That is still really weird. Anyway, I think it should work. I have my Streamlabs set up. I don't know what the problem is here. I don't think there should be a problem. I think we should be fine, but I'm not really sure now. I'm starting to worry, but I think we're fine. Everything looks enabled. I can refresh it real quick. Okay, I refreshed the alert thing as well. Anyway, I've been streaming for 5 minutes. I've not explained anything. Anyway, my dog farted. That sucks for you, Yentro. I'm sorry, man. I use OBS, Gual. I use OBS, but I just use Streamlabs for on-screen alerts. I use OBS for everything streaming. I don't use the Streamlabs software. I simply use their bot. And I simply use their on-screen alerts, but I don't use the actual streaming software whatsoever. I use OBS. OBS is awesome. Don Planto, thank you for the €2.52. I appreciate it. Yokasai, 100k is crazy. Make tip page. I keep forgetting. I'm doing these streams too frequent now. I'm live every single day. It is crazy. I should make a Streamlabs page. Or a Stream Elements tip page. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. But still, I really appreciate it too. 52. And also Yoda again. Thank you for the €67. That's a lot. Because that is how much it is in euros. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Yoda. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the crazy support. Anyway, today I'm here live. You've read the title. You might be wondering what is going on this beautiful day, this beautiful Friday, the day after 100k. What is this all about? Let me explain. Basically, we have a lot of projects surrounding this channel, right? We have projects going on, and usually one thing happens, which makes it so they never see the light of day. And that is that they get completely out of hand. So usually it starts with a small ID. We come up with maybe we should make an SMP, and then 1 week later it's like okay, but what if we add some custom items, right? And then a bit later it's like, but what if we make the whole server custom and make it a big overcomplicated project that will take years to complete? What if we do that? Well, that seems to happen every single time I attempt something. And it has happened 2 times now. First, it was Sekai Craft. Yo, thank you so much, Yoda, for the 123.45. That's crazy. That's so much money. I appreciate it, Yoda. Thank you so much for the insanely big donation. Don't think too much about it, man. Just do the lovely stream like normal. I will, Yoda. I will do it. Just don't make me faint, please. I appreciate the donations, man. I truly, truly appreciate the donations. I don't know if you're on my Discord or not. I try to actually look for your username to thank you in person for all the crazy donations you made like a week ago during that stream. But I wasn't able to find you, so I kind of hoped you would tune into my stream again so I could thank you. So hereby, thank you so much for the insane donations you made. They were insane. They really were. So anyway, we have projects that keep getting out of hand. It started with Sekai Craft, which some of you might remember. The idea was just to have a small Minecraft server. It turned into this big overcomplicated project, and now it is just gonna take a long time to finish. So then eventually we thought, okay, what if we drop Sekai Craft, right? What if we drop? It's not cancelled, but what if we just put Sekai Craft on the back burner, and meanwhile we're gonna work on another Minecraft server that we can have live in the meantime, right? That was the plan. So we did. Okay, we made another server, and that server is currently in active development. But again, that project has gotten completely out of hand. It started with, okay, we just need a small Minecraft server that we can have for the community to kind of get together inside of Minecraft, right? That is all we need. We just need a place. We just need a place where people can get together, and we can play, and we kind of have an in Minecraft community in the same way that we also have a community on Discord, right? That was the plan, but oh boy. It got real big real quick, and this project that we're currently working on, which I'm not gonna reveal the name yet, I'm not gonna say what it is yet, it has been kind of leaked a few times, but that project has become so complicated and so big now that we have multiple developers work on it pretty much full time. And everything is getting custom coded at this point, and it is not something which is gonna be released on like the short term. It is gonna be a project which will take a lot longer to actually get out there. I bet it got real big, real fast. Have been there and done that. Oh, it's Yoda, man. It just keeps. It all just keeps growing and growing, and yeah. I don't know how it happens. I just get some people involved with one of these projects, and then before we know it, it is this insanely big project, and it is gonna be cool. And I still think that both servers are gonna release. The one server that we're working on, like Sekacraft, is gonna be something for maybe in a few years. The other project is gonna release a lot sooner. Like we are probably gonna see that one in a couple months. But every single day we get new ideas, new things we want to add, and it will just postpone the server even more. So we have these two insanely big Minecraft servers that we're working on that involve a lot of custom content, a lot of custom coding, a lot of custom everything. And I was like, okay, you know, I love this. I love that we're working on this. It seems so extremely cool, but the main issue, which I've been trying to solve for almost a year now, is still not solved. Which is that I just want a Minecraft server for the community to get together and play in. Like tomorrow, I want the server out now. And I don't want to rush the projects because the projects seem awesome and they are going to be really cool. And I want them to be as fully developed as we currently have in mind, because it will be awesome. But at the same time, I also just want to have a Minecraft server out there, which I currently don't have. I still don't. And it is gonna take a long time before it will be out there. At least a few more months. So, what I am going to do is, until that server actually releases, until, not Sekacraft, but the other server is actually out, which we hope to be in a few months, I'm gonna release another Minecraft server. Is it gonna be temporary? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a temporary server, yes or no, but the plan is at least to launch a server very, very soon. In a perfect world, within 1 or 2 weeks, and that server will just be up until eventually the other server releases, and maybe we will keep it around. Maybe we will just keep the SMP around. Like it is. I'm not saying that I'm gonna take it offline right after the other server releases, because if people enjoy it, they enjoy it, right? If people enjoy it, why should I take it offline? We don't have to do that. So I might just keep it up. But yeah, it is definitely something I want, because I just want to be able to stream on the server again. I want to be able to play Minecraft together with you guys again. It has been such a long time since I've played Minecraft Survival, and I really, for the first time in a long time, I really urge to just play Minecraft Survival. I urge for the mines. What did he say? Urge? No, he yearns for the mines. Yes, that's me currently. I really just want to play. But I don't have a place to do that. So, yearns for the mines. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, I'm gonna make a Minecraft server, a Minecraft SMP. It is gonna be, and okay, hear me out. You guys may not like it. It is gonna be an extremely simple server. It is gonna be a very simple, close to vanilla SMP, which you may or may not like. And that's fully up to you. But the goal is for this server to be as simple as possible. We are gonna install a few plugins. So it will not be full vanilla. We are gonna have a couple plugins just to make the experience a bit nicer for multiplayer in general. But other than that, it is gonna be pure vanilla. That's the goal. The goal is gonna be having a pure vanilla server. I am thinking about nautical ranks. We are not gonna have any ranks on this server whatsoever. At least the plan is to have none. The plan is to only have something in the terms of grief prevention. Some way to... I mean, I could make... If you guys want me to make a rank and put it on Patreon, I can. But why would you want it if you can also enjoy the server for free? The plan basically is just to have a very, very, very simple Minecraft server where you guys can all play on and which you guys can enjoy. And I will be streaming on the server quite regularly and supporter ranks. Yeah, exactly. We could do supporter ranks. That's something we could do. And the goal is going to be to just have a server for the meantime until eventually the other server I can still not actually reveal the name of is out. And even then, I might keep the server up. I might just keep it around. I might do that. So that is kind of the goal. That is the goal. And it's going to be a very, very simple server. And I kind of want to brainstorm some ideas for that server. I want to kind of... Because what type of server is it going to be? Is it going to be a close to vanilla SMP? Maybe it is. Maybe it is going to be a pure vanilla SMP. But if you guys have some fun ideas for something very, very simple, which will take very, very little time, then yeah, I can... let me know. Because we can just... you know, brainstorm about that. Maybe we can come up with some very cool ideas that take little time to implement. I'm not gonna give any of my mods or anyone else of the team access to this server whatsoever. Because you know what they will do? They will be like, oh, what if we recode Minecraft? And then we all play in a custom version of Minecraft. Let's make a server that will take 2 years to complete. So, to avoid that, I'm gonna make the server myself. I'm actually gonna build this myself. Because my mods are always... and they are amazing, okay? They are absolutely amazing. All of them are. We ball go claim some Patreon thingy? What do you mean Patreon thingy? What's going on with the Patreon thingy? Anyway, so... yeah, that is the whole plan. The plan is to just have a temporary server. Despite what others say, use paper. We probably have to use paper because we want some plugins installed. We are not going to play without any plugins. We do want some plugins because we need some form of anti-cheat that is just required. So we have to use paper. We can change some settings to make it so that farms work better in like vanilla Minecraft. We could also add simple voice chats. That is definitely a possibility. I could use Fabric. The problem with Fabric is simply that we can't use any plugins on Fabric, and we do want to use some plugins. That is kind of what we do still want to use some plugins for grief prevention, for anti-cheat, because on a public server like this, you will just need anti-cheat. And maybe a voice chat plugin as well, because they could be a lot of fun. But yeah, all of those things do require us to use paper or some other server software which does support plugins. So that is the plan. And I kind of want to brainstorm about this because I have a very vague idea of what I want the server to be about and how big I want the server to be. A lot of people are saying make it an Anarchy server. We could in theory do that. I don't know if that's something we want to do though. I'd say anti-cheat plus voice chat plus chat filter. That's all the mandatory stuff and nothing else too fancy. Those are for sure the basics. Random chat, I do have to say, I do trust you. I might give you access to the panel at some point, because you will not make everything too big. I do trust you. If I just don't trust Coding Cat mostly. It's mostly Coding Cat that I don't trust. He's like, oh, yeah, this plugin didn't have this one feature I wanted it to have, so I'm gonna custom code it now. I can't have that. So... also, thank you so much for the $7 Canadian, man. I appreciate it. So, I can see why. Exactly. Even he understands. So, you, Coding Cat, you can just continue working on the other server. And me and Chat, we will cover this one. So, it is going to be a very, very simple server. And that's the whole goal of it, right? It's going to be a very simple server. Give me access. You have access anyway. Deadly, you were in my console like a minute ago. What do you mean? It is your host. It was very funny. Right before the stream started, somebody joined my server because I forgot to turn on the whitelist. And then they were like, hi. And we're like, oh, lol, hi. And then I kicked them from the server and then put the whitelist on. And Deadly read that interaction in the console. He was like, lol. Yeah, good story. Anyway, yeah, so the whole plan is to have a simple SMP. If you guys have any ideas for things we can install, let me know. I might just start setting it up a little bit while we are here, just while I'm here streaming. I might just kind of start building it already. Because it will not take that long. It will not be that complicated. It is going to be very, 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 very simple. Because the whole goal is just going to be having a simple SMP. And that's it. Now, initially, I thought about making it member only. So only making it available for YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, and members on Patreon. I don't think I'm going to do that. Just because doing that would make it so that a lot of people cannot join, especially people that can financially just not pay for that, which I think would suck. So I am gonna make it public. That is the goal, but the server is most likely, and it's gonna be something which is not very fun, most likely it is gonna have a player cap. And if the player cap is reached, then we can just not have more people on. I don't know how high the player cap will be. I have to talk about that with Deadly as well, because I have to see how many resources I can get for this. But I think we are gonna have a public SMP. I think it's gonna be a public server. A player cap, yeah, so there's just gonna be a maximum amount of players, basically. I don't know how high it can be exactly. I would have to discuss that with my lovely hosting provider, Alien Host. Guys, check out Alien Host. This is all possible because of them. All the servers I'm currently making are all being hosted by them. Alien Host, go check them out. But yeah, I would have to discuss that and see how we manage that. But that's basically going to be the goal. And it should be an incredible server. A very, very simple one, just to have nice ad insert. I didn't meant to do that. Pretty much infinite resources. I mean, yeah, but I can't just take your whole system, Deadly. I can't just do that to you. That wouldn't be very fair, would it? 500 a good limit, okay. Yeah, use code Castasora to get 20% off of Alien Host. Definitely check them out. If you go in close to vanilla concepts, would we consider Bedrock support? That is definitely something I am considering, yes. I am definitely considering Bedrock support because we will not have any custom items or other custom textures. So we could enable Geyser. I know somebody is gonna ask next, will it also support Cracked? No, it will not support Cracked. I am not allowed, according to the Mojang EULA, to even release a server which allows players to join this server without actually owning the game and pirating it. So it will not support Cracked. It will probably support Geyser. Because we can. Just because we can. When will it be public? When it's finished. When it's done. Thank you so much. Kurpurda Gaming. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it, I think. How about custom glass and stuff? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I just want to keep it very, very simple. I don't want to add too much. So, yeah, let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. Public server, public SMP, probably gonna be around for a few months. If it is popular enough, then we will keep it public. When will it be public? When it's done, man. I have not made anything. I just have a pure... there we go. Plugins, look. I have nothing installed. This is a pure vanilla paper server currently. And we have to figure out what to install on this thing. And then we have to make it something nice. What about custom world generation like TerraLift? We could do custom world generation. I will pre-generate the world. I will set a world border just to make sure that generation is never an issue. That's something I am gonna do. But this is basically just a brainstorm, and maybe I will start installing a few things already. That is basically the goal for this stream. So, I don't know what the J Thunder data pack is. I have no clue, but... sounds interesting. Via version and via version. What? Via version and via version. I don't know about that. I only like via version. I'm not a big fan of via version. I'm not gonna install or I'm not gonna support all versions of Minecraft. I might have via version. But I will not have via backwards, I think. So if the server is gonna be 1.20, 1.7... I will support all versions higher than that. I'm not gonna go back in time. I'm not gonna support 1.8. For example, I know people are still playing on 1.8. We're not doing that. We're gonna keep it in the 1.20 range at least. So maybe all 1.21 versions. That is something I could do. 1.7? No. Hurlama, also not 1.7. Dev Enderman, thank you for the £2. Make it pay to win. Buy OP for £100. Okay, so yeah, okay, thank you for the £2, by the way. There are a couple things we do need to think about, right? So, how vanilla are we gonna make it? How vanilla would you guys like this server to be? Right? 1.7.3 beta. I'll support it, don't worry, don't worry. So, how vanilla do we want this server to be? How vanilla do you guys want this server to be? Because I want a pretty vanilla experience. At the same time, I'm gonna be very realistic with you guys for a bit, okay? I'm gonna be very realistic, I'm gonna be very honest. If I start streaming on this server, and if there is no way to, for example, protect my base, I will never be able to play Minecraft Survival in vanilla. Trust me. When I had 20,000 subscribers, I could already not do it. We had like 40 people on the server, and it was completely impossible for me to have any normal gameplay just because of the amount of people on the server. That is not you guys' fault, but that does mean that if I want to stream on the server and if I want to have some sort of base at some point, we do need like a type of grief prevention. It's only fun with griefing. I mean, griefing would still be possible outside of the protected regions. But the reason is just if I would not introduce any form of protection, every single stream I would ever do on this server would consist of me getting constantly killed by people. And that would be it. I would not be able to make a base. Everyone would just kill me constantly, and it would simply not be fun. So that is the reason we need some sort of grief prevention plugin. Everything outside of that can be maybe Anarchy, right? It can be everything that you see and touch and you can destroy, you can destroy. Oh my, those are some big donations. Matthew, thanks so much for the $20. I appreciate it. Congratulations on 100k. My suggestion is semi-vanilla, where there is claims and the ability to set 1 or 2 houses as well as a random teleportation. That should be fair, as well as allowing people to create player shops. I don't know about the player shops. I do agree with all of the other points you've made. I don't know about homes precisely. I actually had a mod of mine suggest a plugin which kind of used waystones instead of teleportations. So you can't just easily do TPA, but you can set multiple waypoints in the world where you can then teleport to. And I think that is a pretty fun idea. So we might look into that. Also, Yoda, thank you so much for the 300 kroner. I appreciate it, man. Yoda, you're a legend. Try not to have the world too big, because when there will be people, and I think I'm done for the day. Have a lovely day and something, lol. Thank you so much, Yoda, for the crazy donations, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all you've done. You've donated so a lot. I really, 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 really appreciate it. It helps the channel out a crazy ton, man. Thank you so much, Yoda. Everyone, W's in chat for Yoda. I want some W's in chat for Yoda. Thank you so much for the crazy donations. That's crazy. That is crazy. So, yeah. Unfortunately, to make this server somewhat playable, we do have to limit it a little bit. We have to ruin the vanilla experience a little bit. Because otherwise I will never be able to stream on this server, which is a plan I have. I do want to stream on this server at some point. I think there will be a lot of fun. Yo, Matthew, thank you for the $5. Who is planning on developing this? Because I can suggest a Guava Dealer and I for coding duty. I will not be coding anything, Matthew. I'm gonna make this server myself, and I'm not gonna turn it into a very complicated project again, because that happened every single time, and every single time it got so out of hand that we now have 2 massive projects which take multiple months or years to complete, which is really cool. But I don't want to code anything for this. I'm gonna just do this. I'm just gonna do this myself. I'm just gonna make a public. Oh, hi, Mess. I'm just gonna make this a plugin with custom stuff. What are you even saying, Deadly? Collect 1 million stone. Collect 50,000 diamonds? You mean like general goals? Unlocking new plugins? Or like new features? I mean, maybe that could be fun. Maybe that could be fun. We have to think about things to add. So what should we add? I guess we should definitely... You didn't read my message, I think. I read part of it. But I didn't read the full thing, probably. I guess we definitely need some sort of grief prevention plugin. Random chat, should I give you access to the panel so you can maybe add some plugins? Is this something we should? Is this something I should do? You would have to send me your email though. Maybe that could be fun. Yeah. What about adding a custom system for? Oh, okay. Send me your email again, random chat in DMs. That would be great. Okay, so let's just please add distant horizons. That's only for making a modded server. We can actually add distant horizons. Oh yeah, thank you. I will add you to the panel. Let's see, users, add user. There we go. Oh, Deadly, I see something appear in chat. That's interesting. Wait, I'm gonna... there we go. Okay, you're invited. There we go. Okay, what did you say? Possible ID, community goal. Each 2 weeks / month or upon reaching a goal. What is it flickering on my screen? Okay, it's gone. You set up 3 plugins on a gameplay vote. Give 3 total goals for the players to achieve. I mean, that could be fun. Honestly, we are kind of looking in one of those systems for the server that we are currently working on. So it is something we are working on already. I don't think that system is fully done yet, though. So, because I don't think there is a public plugin for it, or is there? But that is definitely something we are thinking on for like the main server. I don't know if we should also add that to this server though. I don't know. Yeah, it's like a global goal for another server project that we're currently making. By the way, random chat here. Oh, hi. There's a plugin for that. Okay, well, we could in theory add it then. We don't have to make it too complicated. We could make it a very simple... we could make it a very simple system in theory, right? We don't have to overcomplicate things. Oh, we could keep it very simple. You can use typewriter for this? Oh, yeah. Probably, yeah. VC, we can add a VC plugin. We can do that. But what should we add in terms of like the basic mechanics, right? Like the basic stuff. What should we add? What should we do? Cause, you know. But that'll take time. Yeah, we want it very simple. And then, we do need an anti-grief. That is, I think, the main thing we need. Aura skills? We could add skills. Do we want skills? What do you guys say? Do we want a skill system? Yes or no? Do we want some sort of skill system like aura skills? Or do we not want that? And do we just want the vanilla? Okay, I see a lot of no's. Okay, a lot of no's. Majority is no. Okay, no skills. We're not gonna do skills. Yeah, the grief prevention thing, you guys have no choice. If you guys don't want grief prevention, I will keep grief prevention to myself. I will just make a plot of my own where I can build on, and then I will not do anything else with the grief prevention. That is also a possibility. Because I just need it myself. Because otherwise it would actually be awful. Okay, do you guys want global grief prevention? Yes or no? Just so that everyone can use it. Global grief prevention. Yeah or no? That's a bit mixed. I see a lot of yeses, but also a lot of no's. We might do a poll for that. We're gonna do a poll for that. It is too mixed. Also, everyone that's watching the stream right now, I appreciate you so much. Do make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so yet. I would very much appreciate it. Let's do a poll, guys. I'm gonna end this one. There we go. And we're gonna make a new one. Global grief prevention. Yes. No. And then the third option will be only for Kasai. Because I need it. I need it anyway. Because if I don't make any personal region where nobody can destroy my stuff, I will just not be able to play, basically. My builds will get constantly destroyed. Because you guys in kind of an Anarchy server, right, can find a place where nobody will find you. I can do that because I'll be streaming. So when I'm live, I can only if I do this. My location is leaked and my base is destroyed. That single button press is enough for everything to be destroyed. So I would have to. Are you reading Twitch chat? I am. What's up? Yeah. So I can't. We've tried. Trust me. Disable coordinates. We have tried. I have had 2 servers before, both Soracraft and Kasai's World. On both servers, if I didn't have any form of protection, I would simply not be able to regularly play the game. And the only thing that happened were people tried to kill me constantly. So 90% of the time on stream, you would see a death screen. And then my base would just get destroyed any chance people got. Because there will always be grievers, and the only joy they get out of Minecraft is just killing others and grieving stuff. Let's see, just coming to ask if I can post a Patreon gift link in the promo channel. Yeah, I mean, sure. If you have access to the promo channel, feel free to, man. Let's see. You can definitely. You can also send it to a mod, and then we pop it here in the regular chat, Yoda. Have you purchased a gifted subs on Patreon then? Crazy man. What a crazy man. Ooh, chat. We could add ooh, chat. Yeah, sure thing. You can use lands and set up settlements. Lands has a sub-region area, so you could have a big city and just houses access to players. Oh! So with lands, we could kind of make a townie ID where everyone can have their own little house somewhere around in the town. Like different plots people can claim and have. And then, other than that, we would just, within the territory, we could do that. That might be fun. So we would have one global housing. That might be fun. So we would have one housing region, and then everything outside of that will be anarchy, pure anarchy. That might be fun. Yes, I do read Twitch chat, everyone. Sam Justin. Sorry, I'm not responding to messages a lot. There are just a lot of them. But I read both chats, no worries. It doesn't sound cool? I think it sounds pretty cool. What do you think is cool then, Gual? Just pure anarchy. I mean, we can do pure anarchy. The problem with that is that I would have to constantly play in God mode or creative, which would not really be fun. It sounds too restrictive. I mean, not really. Having just a simple place where people can build homes is not restrictive. You could build a house anywhere. You don't have to build in the city. You just can build in the city. You can build anywhere in the world. You can just build a obsidian bunker somewhere in at the bottom of the world. You could totally do that. But if you want a safe place, you can claim one of the houses in the town. That's all. That's all. I hate taxes. What do you mean taxes? Sure, we will get limited and small plots. Yes, you will. You will. Or we can just, let's see. Because I drink water. I just drank some water. Ayet. Yo, thanks so much for the 1 month, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't like grief prevention. I don't like it either. In a perfect world, I would have everything anarchy. But because I quite enjoy pure anarchy. The problem is just, if I would do that, I can never stream on this server. Which would make me really sad. Because I want to stream on here, but I can just physically not. Trust me, we've tried. You can watch back live streams that I've done here on this channel in the past. I cannot normally play an SMP without dying constantly, because people will just try to kill me all the time, and if they can't PvP, they will just drown me in lava. It happens all the time. So, and I want to be able to play on the server too. I actually want to play some Minecraft Survival. I actually feel like doing that. It has been such a long time. So, it is either grief protection, or yeah, grief protection for everyone. Or pure anarchy in one city where you can claim a house if you want, but of course you can build everywhere. But we will just have one little city where people can just claim plots. As I would claim a plot there, so I can actually build a house there. Or a third option would be, yeah, there's not really a third option. I quite like the city ID. I think that's pretty cool. Just one city which can be the spawn as well. Yo, Yoda! Wait, what's happening? Yoda! Thank you for the sub on Twitch! Thank you for the tier 3, wow! You are the first tier 3 member ever on my channel. Don't mind me, I am minding you, Yoda. Thank you. I literally don't have any tier 3 subs. I've never had someone sub on tier 3 on Twitch. I appreciate that, man. I very much mind you, Yoda. Thank you so much for all the support you're showing, man. It does help out a ton. That's crazy. Thank you, man. W Yoda, if you all remember. Yeah, W Yoda. Yoda is a legend. Yoda has donated a lot over the past few streams. And, you know, I can be honest about this. It has helped out a ton financially. It is actually crazy how much he has donated. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, so anyway, I think we're just gonna do the city ID. What, do you guys like the city ID? I think the city ID is not bad. Like, it is a good middle ground because you will not have global grief prevention, which means that in like the regular world, there's no protection whatsoever. Like outside of the spawn, which is only gonna be like 100 by 100 or 200 by 200 blocks. Outside of that, there is no protection whatsoever. For all the good materials, you have to go out there anyway. So, you know, if you get killed there, you will lose all of your stuff. And you can just, you know, it's pure anarchy, basically. But then you have a little spawn area so that everyone can still kind of build their own home and their own house and their own base, because that is something I would really like to do. So I think that's a pretty good middle ground. I don't know how we would do it money-wise. We could maybe also add chest shop and then allow people to also sell things on their own little house plot, for example. Or do we need to make separate shop regions for that? I've never used lands, actually. No shop? I mean, we don't have to do a shop. We don't have to do that. The problem is... Okay, there's one problem. There's one problem with this whole system. And that is that we are gonna have limited houses in the spawn. We can't have 200, 300 different houses. Which means that, you know... let's see. You being owner of the land have access anywhere. It will give spot for someone else later. Filter this too is adding a weekly rent. Yeah, so we need to add a rent system. That's exactly what I just wanted to say. We need to add a rent system. But if we want to add a rent system, we also need some sort of economy. But I don't want shops. I think shops, especially server shops, are usually awful and very hard to balance. So I would rather have player shops so that players can create shops of their own. Which would then basically mean you would have, yeah, just a player economy, a player-driven economy. That is something we could do. An auction house is pretty much an equivalent of that. It is also a player-driven economy where players decide the prices of things, basically. So... Because I gotta go. See you later, Sam. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one. Have a good one. 11 dropped a Patreon. Damn, did you guys... Are you guys dropping Patreon stuff now? That is crazy. Wait, let me check if you guys drop Patreon stuff. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone's now also getting onto my Patreon. That is insane. Why is everyone so kind? No, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Yeah, okay, so anyway. I think the city system would be kind of awesome. By the way, when it comes to Patreon, guys, just quickly want to say, I am currently actively looking into ways to have Patreon alerts on stream. And also have Patreon alerts on my Discord. So that when somebody becomes a member, there will be like a little message that pops up, maybe in the same channel as boosts. So that people can see when somebody joins on Patreon. That is something we are actively looking into. So, will be coming soon. Oh, hi, Deadly. Will be coming soon. That's the plan. Random chat, thank you for the $5 Canadian. For server, I'd say we should add a temporary vote channel. For a bit after stream, in case we came up with ideas that might work, but unsure yet. Maybe. Maybe. How would you... What are you even making? What is this? What are you doing? Sharps, thank you for becoming a member. Thanks so much, Sharps. I appreciate it. Snail shell. I was thinking about adding snail shell, honestly. I was actually thinking about adding snail shell. I don't know how it would work though. What even would that not break such a system on an Anarchy server? Honestly, try out CMI. I've tried CMI many times. It is an amazing plugin. I really like it. But we don't need the majority of the functionality. We don't need the vast majority. We don't. Yezu, what's up? Akasai, I just heard you think about shops. Bring back the diamond standard. Such a diamond translates to 100 money and back. That was a stable system. It was a stable system, yeah. So for those who don't remember, Yezu here is he has been a moderator on SoraCraft when that was still around. And there we had a player shop system. I don't know what Deadly's making here. What are you even doing? We had a system which was a really good system actually. It was a system where people had to basically trade in diamonds, and then for the diamonds they traded in, they got currency basically, and with that currency they could do things like buy other items, or rent a player shop. You know, pay the rent to make sure their shop stayed around, stuff like that. It worked really well because diamond is a pretty stable item in Minecraft. It is an item which is not easy to duplicate. I mean, if you can duplicate something, you can duplicate everything, right? But let's just say you cannot duplicate it. Then there's not really a way to easily get diamonds. You can't farm diamonds the same way you can farm iron, or you can farm even emeralds or golds. It is kind of an unfarmable item in a way, which makes it really stable. And it's also pretty hard to come by. Or, well, pretty hard. I mean, that's debatable. But it is definitely harder to come by. So it does make for a pretty stable system. I don't know if anything has changed in terms of Minecraft's balancing. I don't know if it is harder now or easier. Oh, hey, thank you. Thank you, Random Chat, for the gifted sub to Yezu. Yezu, you remember now. Or sub, I mean. It's Twitch. It's a sub. But yeah, it was a pretty stable system. I don't know if it is still as stable as it was before. Because let's see, when did we have SoraCraft? I think there was around Minecraft version 1.14, 15? So it is a long time. I mean, we are playing in 1.21 currently. Oh, I forgot about the system on SoraCraft. Yeah, Rockin'. So the diamond system worked pretty well. We could do something like that. Also, Deadly, I don't know what you were writing. Yeah, he's writing things. I cannot see them. I'm not even... That's literally empty. I might have to rejoin. Wait. Let's see if that fixes things. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, why is it so blurry now? What is happening to Minecraft? Rent $100 a week. Rent $10 a week. White is territory. Green is red. Or is this the system you wanted to implement on your server before? It seems like exactly that. Green and red are just plots. Rent is weekly. If players stop playing, they will eventually lose the plot. And someone else will be able to take. You act as the governor or mayor. Yeah, is this not a very hard system to implement? I do kind of like what Yezu said. Maybe balancing it on diamonds. It's not a bad idea. It worked really well on SoraCraft. It worked really well. It was a very stable way of managing the economy. Because the thing about an economy is that even before you can money needs to come in the system some way. Like you need to get the money into the system, even if you have a shop, right? You have to somehow get... Everyone at the start of the game will have $0. Nobody has any money whatsoever. You can have player shops, But if nobody has any money to buy anything with, the system doesn't work. And that is the reason why we did it like that on SoraCraft. That is the whole reason why. Because by default, nobody has any money. And you need to get money in the system somehow. Otherwise, nobody can ever buy anything from someone else. So players will be allowed to make player shops. But you can't buy anything from the player shops because there is no money. And that is what we use diamonds for. On SoraCraft, which worked really well. And the server was around for a few years. And we never had any problems with it. So it was a good system. Let's see. I think Caves and Cliffs was the version we started at, by the way. As it was a hassle to translate it to Caves and Cliffs too. That's true, yeah. That's true. Yo, Buck, what's up, man? Yeah, I think... Did we have that system in all the seasons? I can't remember. I'm not sure if we had the system in all seasons or just season 2 and 3. I know the first server, the first one, the first SoraCraft server was 1.14 at some point. Guys, Yoda wants you to claim this. Has he gifted more membership? Why does he keep purchasing stuff from my Patreon? I appreciate it, Yoda. Don't get me wrong, but that's crazy. I can't even see how much you've purchased or what you've done. But I'm getting so many gifted members. I'm getting so many gifted members. I'd say 2 currencies. Diamonds worth X and netherite worth XX. Global Kasai Bank daily exchange rate of diamond to money or netherite to money. Some days worth to exchange, sometimes not. What's that? Yo, wait. Getting a notification, I have my wrong tabs open. Yo, Cyber, thanks so much for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Casasaur, you're amazing. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Let's see. In 1.14, you were micromanaging the price, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was a bad system before. I really loved the system we had eventually. Add 9-to-5 jobs. Oh no. Guys, if you click on the link that Hitman sent, you are probably able to get a free Patreon membership. I think somebody purchased gifted memberships on Patreon. So if you click on the link that Hitman sent, you are probably able to become a free member on Patreon. Just throwing that out there in case you want that. I think it is claimed. Oh, that's quick. That's quick. That's quick. It's for 15 people. Go for it. Damn. Already claimed? But okay, I'm wondering now, because diamonds are very stable and not really farmable. Is that the same way for netherite? Is netherite also as stable as diamonds are? No, it's 15 people. Oh, so people can still claim it. Well, go for it. Claim your free Patreon membership now. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I think so too. I think netherite is also unfarmable and really stable in the same way that diamonds are, which would make an amazing system. So let's say you make it very simple, right? 1 diamond equals one digital currency, and 2 diamonds or 1 emerald. 1 netherite equals 2 currency. That's possible. Netherite's also stable. What's the flickering? Okay. Netherite's also stable, but it's hard to get. So it'd be better to just make people sell their own netherite for coins. Huh. Yeah. I think, okay, so the problem is, right? The problem is netherite is stable. And okay, that's not a problem on its own. But netherite is stable, which is good. But it does mean if you would allow people to sell 1 diamond for $1 and also 1 emerald for and 1 netherite for $2, for example, then nobody would ever sell emerald. Because emerald is way more rare. So then you would also have to stabilize that. Right? You have to kind of stabilize how many emeralds how many diamonds are worth 1 emerald? Or 1 netherite. I keep saying emeralds. Every single time I say emerald, just imagine I said netherite. Then you kind of have to determine that. Emerald is cheap. I never said emerald. Just ignore that. Ignore the word emerald. I said netherite. So then you have to stabilize that, right? Yeah, if you stabilize, like how many diamonds is a netherite worth? Because nobody would ever sell their netherite. And the thing we had with diamonds, by the way, is that players could sell diamonds. Yeah, players can sell diamonds for dollars, but they could also switch it the other way around. So they could also... Could they? I think we had a system like that. I think we had a system where you could sell them as well. So you could change your money. You could just constantly, without losing any money, or maybe you lost a little bit, you could just constantly take your diamonds out again. So you would, you know, not lose any currency. Or not lose any currency. That sentence doesn't even make sense. You... a simple voice chat. We can do voice chat. Yeah. So we had a system which was pretty solid. But we allow people to put diamonds into the system. And then they would get $1 per diamond. And then they could also take them out again. Which would, you know... just taking stuff out of the bank. But if we would also allow that for netherite, for example, then we would make it so that people can easily put diamonds into the system and then take netherite out. So you would never have to go to the nether to get netherite. You could just get your diamonds and then transfer them all to emeralds or to netherite. And that is not really something we want. Or we just have to make it so that netherite is not outtakeable. Basically, that you can sell netherite to the system, but you cannot take it out. That would be possible. Oh, you sent so much deadly. And netherite is basically either power gear or money. People would have to choose. One thing that typically breaks gameplay is mending. If you remove mending, this makes gameplay much more stable. Because everything eventually needs to be replaced. I guess it's fair. And definitely mending needs to be gone. Oh, gone to avoid infinite items. Yeah. Yeah, so you're saying it will break eventually and people... well, it doesn't have to break. You can repair it. But then you would still need netherite, basically, to repair it. Hitman, thank you for the 40 rupees. What did I miss? Not much. We're just discussing and brainstorming about how we should put the economy in place. I think this is not a bad system. Add non-premium account support. I am not allowed to do that, according to Mojang's EULA. If I provide a platform where people that own an illegal copy of the game can play, Mojang will not be happy, so I will not be doing that. We will probably support Bedrock, though. Folia or paper, we're not going to use Folia. Not for this server, it's not going to be that big of a project. So it will just be paper. There's not such a thing as non-premium. Because there's not such a thing as premium. I know. You don't have to tell me that. People always call premium and non-premium Minecraft. There is just Minecraft and pirated Minecraft. But oh well. But okay, yeah, that is a system. That is a system we could use. So okay, let's summarize that. We would have a spawn region where people can purchase plots with, for example, the lands plugin. I'm happy you hit 100k. Thank you so much, Doc. I appreciate it. We need to get in voice chat after stream. I would like to show you in chat something. I think you mean the waypoint or the waystone thing, right? How long will this take to set up? I hope to have it done in a few days. I don't want this server to be overcomplicated because I just don't want it. I'm gonna make it... It's gonna be very, very pure vanilla. Waystones are so cool. Yeah, from what we've seen, or from what Meg told me, a waystone system would be kind of awesome. What are you even doing? Then you can no longer repair it and it's gone. Interesting. Go waystones. Yeah, I think waystones would be more fun than, for example, you could take diamonds out as well. Yeah, I think waystones would be more fun than doing TPA and having homes. So we would probably have like a spawn command, which can also just be a waystone. And then we would make it so that people can maybe place waystones around the world, wherever they want. And that's it. Like no TPA, no weird stuff, just waystones that people can teleport to. I think that would be a lot more fun than just constant TPA requests and stuff like that. I think it would be a pretty fun system. So, in recap, what we have currently, what's currently the idea is we just make a big spawn place, right? A spawn city. Maybe somewhere in the sky. Maybe we all do it on a floating island. I don't know. Just, we will have a spawn system where people can claim plots to build a little house on, or a base on, or just have a place for storage. Those spots would have rent. You would have to pay weekly rent to keep that plot around. And how do you get money for that rent? Well, diamonds. And maybe netherite too. But diamonds definitely would be a way to do that. Because diamonds are quite stable. They are hard to duplicate. They are not really farmable. So you would actually have to look for them. And then, yeah, people can use those diamonds to pay for the rent of their plots, basically. We could maybe also make it so that you can spend netherite to get money, but I guess we will only allow people to take out diamonds. So we could have a system where you can put in netherite to make it money, but you can't take it out. You can only take out diamonds, for example. That is something we could do. And then you have a pretty stable system. And then outside of that floating island, if it will be a floating island, maybe it will not be. That's something we have to think about. But outside of that spawn area, where we would have plots for everyone to buy and build on, we would just have anarchy. We would just have pure anarchy. Everyone can just do whatever, build whatever. Not a floating island, maybe something else, Jason. I don't know. We will come up with something. Will there be a whitelist? No. There will not be a whitelist. We might introduce some extra... No, I'm not going to introduce extra features for paid members. Will there be pay to win? It's not going to be pay to win. No. It's not going to be pay to win. We might give paid members a different color name in the tab list or something like that. Just a little different color, but we're not gonna go all out with ranks. We're just gonna keep it really, really simple. Add gambling. No, Greens, we're not gonna add gambling. You guys are just suggesting anything that's against the EULA. You just call it a day. Come on, guys. Think with me here. I need to be EULA compliant, otherwise Mojang is gonna be angry. Also, make sure to like the stream if you've not done so yet on YouTube. We are so close to 200 likes, I would appreciate it. Player warps, we're not gonna use player warps. I think it would be a lot more fun to have waystones. Waystones in place that people can maybe craft somehow? I don't really know how the waypoints or the waystone system works. I disliked your video because you said it's gonna be for premium only. That is fine. You do you. If that makes you happy, you should do that. I cannot really make it cracked because it will be an absolute hassle to... it would be an absolute hassle in terms of security reasons, because making it allowed for cracked Minecraft or for illegal Minecraft, for pirated Minecraft, would mean that everyone can send all their bots onto this server and there would be no system which keeps them off. There's just no real way to do that. It is not meant to be used like that. The whole feature, online mode off, is not meant to be used. It's meant to be used for networks. It's not meant to be used to play Minecraft without owning the game. It is too much of a hassle. It is pretty much impossible to have a secure server that way. And also it is against the Mojang ULA. And I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a good YouTuber and not make a cracked server, so... It will not be cracked, you do need to own the game, but we will make it so that you can probably also play on Bedrock Edition. So if you have it on your phone or whatever, we are probably gonna make it so that you can join the server. Do the ban the first time someone does something wrong. I don't really think there will be a lot that can go wrong, honestly. Let's say, if someone could make a casino in-game, then I guess there could be gambling for coin. I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna install a plugin that does it, but if somebody makes it in-game, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Hey, I might not even know about it, you know. I might not even know it's there. Yippee, gambling greens! Don't be so happy about gambling. Add lore, clans, wars, and colored name tags for members, YouTubers, and other important players. No. We're not... It's just a faction server, what you're describing there. That's just full-on a faction server. Let's go gambling. Guys, stop! Stop with the gambling. We're not gonna do gambling. Oh, we're not gonna do... We're not gonna make a faction server. It is gonna be close to vanilla. So, okay, the plan we currently have. Big island. So big. So cool. We will have tons of plots on there. Lots of plots. Maybe we don't even make an island. Maybe we just do it on the servers. Or maybe we make a big cube somewhere. And then we will do it on the cube. And then... trust me, this is a cool idea. And then on the cube, or on the servers, whatever. Why are you AFK, by the way? Aha! No. Wrong color. Yeah, so anyway. Big cube. So cool, so big. We will have a bunch of plots on there that people can claim. They have to pay for that weekly. Oh, hi, Deadly. Oh, whoops. I made him angry. So we would have a... I think that's a pretty cool idea. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's not a bad one. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Hello, I'm back. I think that would be pretty cool. So we just have some plots that people can get. They would have to pay weekly. And you might be like, oh, I don't want to pay weekly. I hate that. I get it. The problem is just, let's say we have players that join on day one, right? Day one, they join the server. And then after that, they leave. We can only have limited spots in the spawn. We can only have, let's say, 50, 60 different plots in the spawn area. So when all of those plots are gone, nobody could claim another one. Which means they have to build a base in the big Anarchy below. You know? And so just to make sure that spots keep being available to active members, we just make sure plots get deleted as soon as somebody's no longer active. So they have to pay weekly rent, and maybe we even make a system that people have to actually join the server to pay that rent, and they can maybe pay for a maximum of 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and they have to actually actively join to pay for it. And if they don't, their plot will just be deleted and it will be gone. We have to do that. We don't really have a way around that, because otherwise we would have a bunch of dead plots in the spawn area. And this is actually a problem we had on SoraCraft. We had a problem like this on SoraCraft, where we just had a bunch of dead shops in the spawn area, because there we didn't sell plots, but we did sell shop areas at the spawn, and they were just all abandoned, and it didn't work. It just did not work at all. Yo, Dumb Dog, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. It's gonna be hard to find an ideal rent price. Probably, yeah. Yeah, no, you are right. Because how expensive would you make that? What do you guys say? Let's say every single €1 or $1, whatever currency. Let's say every single dollar is 1 diamond. How expensive would weekly rent be to upkeep a plot? No TPA plugin. We are not going to have a TPA plugin. We are probably going to have waystones. So what would you say? Let's say every $1 is worth 1 diamond in Minecraft. How expensive every single week to upkeep a plot? And it has to be a price that is 2 to 3 diamonds per week max. Okay, that is possible. If you do that though, we really have to make a system that people have to log in every single week to pay their rent. Because if we make it so people can just pay beforehand, for example, we would have a very big problem very quickly, because somebody could just log in, mine 100 diamonds, pay for a few months, and then leave the server, and then we would still have a dead plot. $2,500 for a 4x4 block apartment like in real life. That is true. I could get 150 diamonds pretty easy. And the hordes a plot for a year. Yeah, exactly. So we need to make sure that can't happen, right? We need to somehow figure out a system where people can just not pay beforehand, that they actually have to join in every single week or every 2 weeks to upkeep their plot, so that they actively join. And if they forget it, then they are clearly not active enough, and then bloop, plot deleted, gone. Someone else can claim it. And I think we will not destroy any of the builds made on the plot. Like, the whole plot will just be transferred to the next person who buys it. I think that will be better. So they can just take all of the items and whatever. Which is sad for the person who was AFK, but like, they didn't play anymore. I miss SoraCraft. People say that. I miss SoraCraft. At the same time, that server had no players whatsoever. The whole reason we took it offline is because nobody ever played on there. Hopefully the server will be very fun too. And like, we are still working, guys, this is still gonna be kind of a temporary server. We are currently working on 2 other servers, which are gonna be very big projects. And they should be released like early next year, maybe at the end of this year, one of them at least. This is gonna be a temporary, easy server. It should be easy to create. It's not gonna be a big project, it's just easy peasy. That's the goal. They don't know about SoraCraft Season 3. You were there, yeah. I remember your username. Samey Key. You were there. That's a long time ago, though. Damn. SoraCraft died because of the end portal started breaking. We had a... I mean, it's true. Season 2 was the best season. I'm gonna be honest. Season 2 was great. But then the physical world map started breaking and we had to do a reset. And after that, we never really got to the same point. We never got to the same level again. Or Season 3. Was it Season 3? I don't remember. Season 2 or 3. One of them was the great one. I was building a massive donut above my beehive. Awesome. I think it was Season 2, yeah. Pretty sure. Make sure to add voice chat. Yeah, we will do voice chat. We will do voice chat. Just a voice chat plugin and people can use voice chat mod if they want. Like, we're just gonna have the option there. No requirement whatsoever. But we will just have it there. We do plan on adding Geyser, yeah. Because I got ignored ×4. I'm not ignoring you on purpose. There are just a lot of messages. I miss 90% of them. It's nothing personal, don't worry, mate. Now I can spam soundboard in voice chat. Oh no. Oh no. I think that's a pretty good plan, actually. So, okay, what plugins would we need? We would need lands. We would need Geyser. We would need Waystones, whatever plugin it's gonna be. I will ask Mac. We need some kind of economy, so it's like an economy. That's not how you write economy. Money plugin. I'm not gonna do Essentials X or anything like that because we're not gonna need 90% of the features. Yeah, Vault, of course. Simple TPA, no, we're not gonna do any TPA. We will use Waystones instead. So, no TPA requests, no warps, no homes, just Waystones that can somehow be placed in the world. I guess you can craft them somehow. Let me sleep. I don't think we need it. We can just use players sleeping. Maybe make it so that 50% of players can trigger a night skip. As citizens, I don't really need any NPCs. We need an anti-cheat, yeah. We definitely need that. Yeah, chest shop or another equivalent we would need. Yeah, luck perms, of course. There's no way around that. Simple voice chat, yeah, simple voice chat. Via version. I will do via version. I'm not gonna do via backwards. So whatever version we decide on for the server, you can join in that version and versions higher than that. But we're not gonna do via backwards. I'm not gonna allow 1.8.9 on the server or something like that. Typewriter could be cool, I just don't know. I wanted to join in 1.7. No greens. Bad greens. Bad. Bad greens. We will use lens instead of grief prevention. Typewriter could be cool, but it's not a plugin we particularly need to install for anything. It is more so if we need something that we could use Typewriter for, we will install it. But I don't really think we will need it for anything. Maybe for global goals, but tab we can use, yeah. Tab will be good for both the scoreboard and the tab list. So just tab for scoreboard, tab list, and name tags, and we can just... I'm not gonna really add ranks. I'm just gonna maybe make the colors of people's names change depending on if they are a member or not. So YouTube members will maybe have a different type of color than non-members, for example. So kind of a member rank, but we're not gonna go all crazy with the ranks. We're not gonna go all crazy with the ranks. We're not gonna do moderator, owner, admin, then 2 creator ranks, then 6 VIP ranks and stuff like that. It's gonna be a simple server, guys. It's gonna be simple. It's gonna be really simple. So we're gonna keep it simple. We're just gonna have, if you are a member on Patreon, on Twitch or YouTube, you will have a rank. And then it's just default. I think that's the only 2 that are gonna be there. Will be crossplay? Yes, we do plan on adding crossplay support. But I do have to say, it's not a promise here. It's not a promise. If we can somehow not manage to allow Bedrock to join, for some reason, we might have to scrap that. But we do plan on adding it. That is the goal. I just needed 27 different VIP ranks for my different Minecraft accounts. Damn! I wanted them so bad on all of my accounts. I would prefer paying for it. Do we want a world generation plugin? What do you guys say? We could do world generation. We also need chat filter. Yeah, that's true. Chat filter. Filter. I'm good at typing, trust me. I'm a professional creator. There we go. Chat filter. Something for chat filtering. Definitely, we need to make sure people cannot swear and stuff like that. Yeah, chunky we would only need for the pre-generation, and then we can just throw it off again. So that's not a big issue. Distant Horizons is a mod. Oh, you can also install it on servers. That's true. You can install Distant Horizons on servers, and then people can use the Distant Horizons mod on the server. That's true. You're right. We could do that in theory. We could do that. We're not gonna use items either. We're not gonna do custom stuff. World generation. Okay, what type of world generation then? What type of world generation would you guys like? I'm gonna end this poll, by the way, on YouTube. Is there a specific type of world generation you would enjoy? Also, I didn't even set a goal for this stream. Oh, how dare I? I'm gonna start one. It's way too late. We're not gonna hit it anymore. Gonna start a super chat goal anyway. There we go. No world gen? So I guess we could just do default. We could also do TerraLive. Maybe Terraform Generator? But would you guys prefer that or not? I could just do a poll. I could do a poll. We could be polling, right? Let's start a poll. World Gen, question mark. TerraLive. Terra is also a popular one. Iris. Terraform. Those are the 4 we're gonna start with. We can always add more after. If you don't want any, don't vote, I guess. Iris and sodium. No. I don't mean that Iris. Guys, no. Stop. I don't mean Iris shaders. I mean Iris, the world generation plugin. Not that Iris. It's wrong Iris. Iris Dimension Engine? Yeah. I don't think we're gonna add Iris. Iris is too much for a server like this, I think. But yeah, Iris Dimension Engine. We're not talking about Iris shaders, guys. Not Iris shaders. It's so good though. Yeah, it is. Core Protect. We could always do Core Protect, but that's more something for mods. That is more so something for mods. I just came here. What's going on? We're brainstorming for an SMP. We're trying to decide what plugins to use and how to create the server and what it will all be about. Now, World Gen is probably not gonna have much difference on play experience, as players will want to hang around spawn anyway. But if generation is, that's a hard word, computationally cheap. Oh, computation. Okay, yeah. Then it's not a problem either. Well, so, okay, we are gonna pre-generate the world anyway. So, I don't think it should be a very big issue. We're also, thanks to this guy, hosting the server on a pretty high-end CPU. So it should not be an issue. If we pre-gen everything, if we set a world border, and then on a high-end system, we should not have an issue. So I think pre-generating is something we can totally do. I don't think the system would be the problem. But pre-genning would be needed, especially if we're going to use TerraLive, which is currently definitely has the most votes. If we'll use Iris, it's probably gonna waste me a month or 2 to make another world template. Okay, let's not use Iris. Scrap Iris. We're not gonna make random chat spend 2 months on this. Also, thank you for the 5 Canadian dollars, man. Mesh, thank you for the £2. Tell Deadly to give me more specs on my server, please. Deadly, he wants more specs. There you go. No chat reports. I mean, we're probably... Pay me more. We're probably not gonna have chat report anyway. Like, we're just gonna disable the feature like we always do. All servers always have chat reporting disabled. But we are gonna have some sort of chat filtering plugin to make sure people don't swear in the chat. Stuff like that. That is kind of mandatory. Especially while I'm streaming. We don't want people to just spam random stuff and then we constantly have to ban them and take so much time. What is pet? Is it a plugin that allows you to pet pets? Cheese-it? I mean, cheese-it is not really a requirement though. We could add it in theory, but that's more of an afterthought. So there's not really a plugin needed to make the basis of the server. Let's use bare bones. That's up to you. If you want to use bare bones, you can use bare bones. Whatever you enjoy. Whatever you like. Blue map? No. I don't really think we're gonna make a whole map. So I was just thinking of making a... How would we even make the spawn of the server? Wait, let me install world edits just to check. Just to make kind of a... Let's see. Get the Modrinf app. No, I want to download this. Allow me to download it, Modrinf. Paper, please. Thank you. GIF. Files. Plugins. Okay. Let me get world edits real quick. What resource pack do you use? I use bare bones. How about a world painter map? I guess we could, but just world generation is fun too. If we would even do that. If we would even do that. Maybe we're just gonna use vanilla. Just vanilla world generation. Tectonic. I've never used Tectonic. Is it good? Is that the one... Is that the one that YouTuber made a video about a while back? I think I saw a video about Tectonic on YouTube a while back. Okay, so... Not this world. It doesn't matter. It's just regular world edits. I never used the asynchronous one. The server can easily handle this, don't worry. So... It matters. It doesn't. It really doesn't. So what I was thinking is... Okay, so we can have either a floating island, right? That is something we could do. Basically, there are three... It matters. It doesn't. It doesn't. Look, the server can easily handle this. Set... red wool. Here. Done. Easy. It's not an issue. So we do asynchronous in a bit. It works fine. Don't hate me. So there are multiple things we can do. Why is this somebody banned who is not even able to join the server? That's crazy. I saw like, no, stop. It's fine. So I was thinking there are multiple things we can... Oh, he's switching it up for the asynchronous one. Come on, it's not such a big deal. It is fine. It is actually fine, trust me. I've never used the asynchronous one. I never had to. It just works fine the way it is. It's not a big deal. I've never had any problems with regular world edits. Okay. Yeah, happy now? You guys are happy? Here you go. Fast async world edit. So anyway, there are multiple things there are basically three main ideas I have, okay? We can either have a spawn area, which is just like a flat surface, or maybe we make it a bit more fun by having it in the mountains or whatever. Bro, you reached 100k. I am aware. Yesterday was a big day. we can have either just a flat plot of land, and we just split this up in plots, and then that is gonna be the spawn. We could also do it somewhere in the mountains to make it more fun. Why does it look like this? Oh no. What? Why did you remove all the stone? Why did you remove all the stone? He's checking out the diamonds. Okay, Deadly. Sure. I'm concerned about the floating snow, but I'll just let you do your thing. Have fun. So, you did it for the whole world. Why? I should have never installed World Edit. Anyway, I was thinking either a big plot of land and we just split it up on little plots and then we allow people to purchase those plots or like rent them. That is something we can do. We can also have a floating island, for example. So just have an island in the sky. We make it a very big island. And then we do it like that. And then on the big island, we will have all the plots and we sell those or like rent them out. And there will also be the spawn area. And then everything outside of that island will be Anarchy, right? So no rules. We just do whatever. Pure Anarchy, like you guys have been requesting. And in this case, it would be like a flat plot somewhere. And then if you go outside of that region, then Anarchy, bam. Or just make a big cube or whatever. And then on top of the cube and maybe even inside of the cube, we will have a big... yeah. Yeah. So big cube. And then are there plugins that let the spawn expand dynamically? How would that work? How would that even work? A dynamically expanding spawn. I don't know. Is X-ray allowed? No, X-ray is not allowed. But you guys are going to try to use it anyway, which I'm totally aware of. So we will try to install some plugins to fight that. And if we find you X-raying, we will ban you. Just like that. Don't cheat on the server. Just make sure it's going to be fun for everyone. Also, hey, everyone who's watching, make sure to like the stream. We have over 200 likes, but we also have over 200 viewers. So if you could just like the stream, we might be able to get to like 300 likes on YouTube, which would be kind of insane. So if you could just like the stream, I would appreciate it a lot. Obfuscate. I mean, yeah, we could use that. Okay, thank you, Deadly. We can also... 10 haven't liked. I mean, no, that's not really how that works. Let's see. We have how many unique viewers? 1900. So 1700 people have not liked the stream. 1700 people have left the stream without even clicking on like, and they have disappointed me big time. So if you don't want to disappoint me, make sure to like the stream. Constantly expanding world border. I mean, yeah. I know, but this is not a constantly expanding spawn. This is just a constantly expanding world, and that you can have. Conceptually, if you are next to the furthest out plot, then you could maybe stake a new spawn plot there. This way you could suffer unbanned sprawls instead of housing shortage. Oh, urban. Oh. Okay, so what Jesu means here is making a spawn which will literally dynamically expand. Let's say you make it a floating island. You could make it so that as soon as there's almost a shortage of plots to buy, a new plot will automatically be added. It will just be generated at the side of the current spawn. That is what he means. And I have no clue if something like that exists. I have no clue. You have to manually configure lands and rents for this. It can't be automated. I mean, I'm sure Coding Cat can code something for us, but then we get into that rabbit hole again. The rabbit hole of letting Coding Cat make custom plugins and... and it taking ages for the server to release, which we don't really want. No, no, not that. We kind of want to, yeah. We kind of want to make sure that doesn't happen. There are too many. Check diamonds below, there are too many. I mean, if it is a lot, if there are actually a lot of diamonds, then we could make the price a bit more, but we could still use diamonds as a currency. Diamonds is still a very solid way to have like a fixed currency in the world. Also, hey, Cyber, thank you for the £2, man. I appreciate it. That's so kind. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. 7 more donations before we hit the goal on YouTube. That will be epic. Also, yo, almost 250 likes. Just 60 more likes until we hit 300. I'm sure we can do it. Come on, guys. Make sure to click on like. I appreciate it. But we can still use diamonds for currency. We could just maybe make it a bit more expensive. We could make it so that... I don't know. Maybe 10 or 20 diamonds per week to upkeep a shop, for example. I don't know. But if we want a system which respects people's homes... and at the same time we want anarchy, then I think this is the best way to do it. I truly think this will be the best way to do it. SMP name, I don't know about the name yet. I'll come up with something. But we could, for example, make a gigantic cube. And then on top of that cube, and maybe even inside of that cube. Anarchy server, did you say? No, Xander. Bad. Bad, Xander. Like, we could do just up 100. Is that too far up? Nah, that's perfect. Yo, not an off-brand Chipotle. I love your name still. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. 6 more donations to go. Walls. Bedrock. Yeah. Yeah. And then we just have... I mean, we could even do stuff inside of this, right? We could even make it so that we have a spawn on top and maybe some plots on top, and then we have some downstairs, some stairs going down, and then inside of here we also have some shops, for example. Why not use the world border? Because it's not going to be a spawn. This is just going to be a part of the world. So the whole idea is basically, if you're here and if you jump off, it's anarchy. Everything below here will be anarchy. Use barrier blocks instead. That would look awful. That would look awful. Because it will be invisible. So everything outside will be anarchy and everything in here will be protected. So... yeah. That. All of the stuff here will be protected fully. To make sure people can have their own little bases and whatever. We're not going to use this world, by the way, but I'm just trying to explain you what I currently have in mind for this server. So it will be something like this, right? You would have set bedrock. But you're going to use bedrock for now. Hi, Deadly. And then I'm going to have Lighty Dead Corner. Can I? No, we don't have any plugins installed for that. Anarchy is hacking. Okay, not true anarchy then, but just no rules in terms of griefing. That's mostly what I mean. No rules in terms of griefing. So you would have this big bedrock box, whatever. And then we would have, let's say, you know, like that. And then fly to the other side. I'm just trying to explain my ID. Okay, don't look at the way it looks. It looks bad. Set grass. Okay, right. There we go. Beautiful. So one of the ideas I have is that you literally just have a cube or an island or whatever somewhere in the world. And you can just be on here. This is going to be the spawn area. You spawn here. We have different plots that people can buy. Maybe if you have something which looks this ugly, it will look better. Trust me. You can even have a system where You have some stairs that go down over here. And then you could have different floors inside of the cube or inside of the island as well. Where people can also purchase plots. Just to expand the space. Otherwise, we maybe have to make the spawn 1,000 by 1,000 different blocks. Which would be very... yeah, it would maybe be too big for a spawn. This way we could have a system where you just go down the stairs, and then if you go down the stairs, there will be more floors, maybe 5 or 6 different floors, and all of those floors will have their own plots that you can claim to build on. So you will basically have some in there. Okay. Yeah, no, sure. Why not? Is AI debatable? What? Each floor could be a different biome. Oh, that's quite fun. You could make it a different biome per floor. Look at that. Now the ideas are rolling in. For example, that's not a bad one, IMB. So you would have, like, this would be a spawn area, and you would just have a bunch of plots that people can claim. And we would just make it all, you know, plot-like. We will have a spawn area in the middle. And then if you go down, we would make different floors. Those floors, we are not going to make that many of them, but we could go pretty far down. I mean, the Minecraft worlds are very tall nowadays. So we could, for example, over here, make another floor. Just saying something. And then people would have a bunch of space to build something. It would all be inside. Now it's slowly getting an No, it's not going to be overcomplicated. Don't worry. This is easy. This is easily made, honestly. Easily made. And then we could have like a few floors inside of this cube, right? And after that, as soon as you jump off, everything here is protected, so you can only build inside of your own plot. And we will have the economy system in place that we just talked about. People will not be able to destroy anything here. With world edits, we could even change the biomes here. So what IMB said is very true. We don't have to build the biomes. We could just select an area and then make it a different biome. We can make this a plains biome, and then we can make the floor below. We could make a nether biome. I don't know. You could do that with world edit. And then we just make a few different floors, right? With different biomes. Rent a nether biome. Yeah! And then eventually... or not eventually, if you want to get anything, any stuff, because you can't get anything here. It's not going to be a generational type server or whatever. Just, I fortunately have to leave. Goodbye. Goodbye, MC boy. See you later. Salute to you. And then as soon as you go out here, outside of this big cube, it is anarchy. It is pure anarchy. And you can still build wherever you want, but you can also break everything. You can perfectly fine build a base out here if you don't like the comfiness and the safeness of this cube. You don't have to build anything here. You don't have to do that. You can just go out there in the wilds and you can just survival like a real hardcore player, right? But if you want the safeness of a spawn, and if you want an area where you can build a big house or whatever, then yeah, you can do that here. I think that's not a bad plan. So we would have a combination of both anarchy, and we would have a little economy, which is fully player-based. And we would have a place where people can just build their own house, which is something I really want to do. I really want to start building again in Minecraft. Just like a... I don't know, it doesn't have to be a crazy house, just something. It has been such a long time since I've built, and there's so many cool blocks that they've added to the game recently, and I just want to use them, you know? I didn't understand a single ID. You did! You're lying. Wasn't this supposed to be simple? This is simple! This is simple. I can truly make this in a short time. Trust me, this is not complicated at all. It will be a very simple system. The thing which is gonna take the most time is... okay, show us. Stop. Guys, it's not that complicated. Okay. The main thing here, which is gonna take time, is setting the regions with the lands plugin. That's the main thing which is gonna take time. But you can literally set a biome like this, right? If you do this... yeah, I think I'm doing it correctly. And then we're going to the other corner. And look at that. And then we're just gonna go up 30. There we go. Biome. No. Was it biome? What's the command again? Set biome. Plains. There we go. It's a plains biome now. It's literally that easy. It is literally that easy, guys. So this is now a plains biome in the middle of this not plains biome in this giant mess of land. And then could you explain it slower? Okay. Okay, let me explain you exactly in all the detail what I mean, okay? Basically, the plan right now is I'm gonna make an SMP server. It is more so gonna be an Anarchy server, but let me explain in detail what my plan is exactly and what I want to make and what I'm gonna make over the upcoming next days so we can release the server very, very soon. The plan is basically gonna be that at the spawn, there will be a big cube. Okay? There will be a big cube. It will not look like this. It will look better. But there will be something along the lines of a cube at the spawn. And you will spawn in the middle of this cube, right? This is the place where you start your adventure. This is where you spawn. It's not gonna be an Anarchy. It is gonna be close to Anarchy. Everything outside of the spawn is gonna be Anarchy. But this is where you spawn. This is the place where you begin your adventure. So this is where you start. And from here, don't ignore the polar bear. Ignore it. From here, there will be like a little spawn area, which will just say like, hey, welcome to the server, blah, blah, blah. This is how it works. And then we have plots here. This cube will probably be bigger, and we will have plots, which are like literally just, they will be very simple. They will not be fully built or whatever, but they are just gonna be simple plots. They're gonna be bigger than this as well, because we want them big enough so that people can actually like build full homes on here. But we will make a little plot, and this plot people can rent. So 4 diamonds, that's the economy system we're gonna have. People can rent this plot, like this one. Big hotel room. Yeah. So this one is gonna be 20 per month. Oh, it doesn't show. Okay, that's great. 20 per month you will have to pay to rent this plot. The polar bear's name is Kevin. I'm fine with that. Let's name him Kevin. Let's go for Kevin. We love Kevin. And then from here, we'll just have a whole bunch of different plots here on this cube, but not only on, because we can only have very limited space on this cube, because, you know, the cube can only be so big. So instead of making it bigger in size, we will just work down. We will work down, we will have multiple floors. So this is, for example, going to be another floor. This is just an example. It's going to be another floor. And then on this floor, we will make sure it's light. We will make sure it is another biome. So not a plains biome, but maybe a snow biome. Or maybe a nether biome or an end biome. I don't know. We can come up with the most crazy stuff. And we're going to make sure we have maybe 6 different floors. And so in total, we will have quite a lot of different plots. The thing which is going to take the most time is actually configuring the plots themselves. So using the lens or grief prevention plugin to make those plots sellable. That's going to be the thing which takes the most time. You guys really love Kevin. Okay, name tag. You guys really love Kevin, and I can't blame you for that. Kevin, my man. What are you doing? Kevin, hey! No. Don't you dare. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare kill Kevin. Don't you dare kill Kevin. You're my friend, right? We're friends forever. Oh no, he unbanned himself. Don't you dare kill No, Kevin! I'm sorry. Keep him alive, please. Please keep him alive. We love Kevin. He hit Kevin. Get angry. Kevin deserves a statue. How are we gonna make a religion otherwise? Just build a religion around Kevin. Oh, I love him. What are you doing? Oh, health potions. That's fair. You are allowed to do that. Kevin SMP. Okay, the name has been chosen. Kevin SMP. Kevin SMP. Kevin SMP. No. This is gonna become too big of a meme, and then everybody is gonna repeat it on Discord, and now then I actually have to do it. The Kevin SMP. Oh. Yeah, do that. Everyone will be so confused. Okay, domain purchased. No. Anyway, so yeah, on Kevin SMP, you are able to have different plots. You can purchase them, and everything here is protected. The whole reason we have protected stuff here on this cube is so that you can just freely build without having to be scared of your house getting destroyed, or your stuff being stolen. You do not have to be worried about it at all while on this cube. Kevin SMP. Wait, that is not showing Kevin SMP. That is... What did that even show? Kevin Sora SMP. Guys, it's not... This is not what I wanted. Does Kasa even know IMB works for Modrinf? Yeah, I do. I do. I know IMB. We've chatted a few times before. He's a legend. He's a legend. You guys both are. You and Xander. Or Xander and I'm... Yeah, you get what I mean. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Anyway, yeah, Kevin SMP. Okay. Well, Kevin SMP is apparently the name. And, yeah, that's what the server is gonna be about. It's gonna be very fun. Now Kevin will rise. I guess we need citizens for Kevin then. Read my super chat. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the £2, Maz. Sue Deadly for breaking GDPR and joining your server. Oh, Deadly, I'm gonna sue you now. How dare you? How dare you join my server, even though it's not your server? Purchase the domain. Okay, if everyone purchases the domain, it's a good thing, because then I can't use it anymore. So if everyone now purchases the name Kevin SMP, the server will not be called Kevin SMP, because I am not able to claim the name Kevin SMP anymore. Random chat actually bought the name kevinsmp.com. No. Okay. Well, okay, it's gonna be called Kevin SMP. I give in. Kevin SMP, that's the name. It's gonna be Kevin SMP. So we can make the domain point to the server. It's gonna be Kevin SMP. I give in already. The Kevin SMP. We will need a statue of Kevin though. We will need a statue of him. We will. We need a statue of you, Kevin. Yes. Especially of you. Yeah, it's taken. Yeah, random chat just claimed it. He just bought it. Like a few minutes ago. But I think you get the idea, right? So, multiple different layers of like urban area where people can just purchase plots and they can build homes. And we have this to make sure that those who simply want to build and simply want to have a good time and simply want to build a home in a protected area, then you can. We should name the religion the word of Kevin. This is going so badly. Thank you, IMB, for the £2, man. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, man. The word of Kevin. I love him. Give the domain to Kasai. Oh, man. I'll come up with a fun domain. It's gonna be fine. We already have kevinsmp.com now, apparently, so we might use it. Kevin is getting paid off by Modrinf employees, confirmed. I'm getting paid by Modrinf? Does that mean I'm partnered with them? I don't even think Modrinf does partnerships. I would totally partner with them. I mean, I'm already promoting them in literally every single video I make, but still. Anyway, so that is the kind of the idea. And then everything outside of spawn, right? Everything outside of here is just anarchy. And not pure anarchy. We will have some rules, like don't hack. But other than that, there are no rules. So you can go out here. You can build your own little... your own little base here. You can gather resources. You can do whatever you want. And you are also allowed to grieve homes from others outside of this spawn. You are allowed to do that. So you can totally build a home outside of this spawn. You can just do that. You can make an obsidian bunker somewhere at the bottom of the world. You can totally do that. And then you can, make it kind of faction-like. So pure anarchy, no hacking. But other than that, just no rules. All that it's gonna be about is, it is simply just world. It's just gonna be world. And then anarchy and stuff. And then here in the spawn, you can just safely build and do whatever. I think that is what the server is gonna be like. I think that's a pretty solid ID. And it's gonna be called Kevin SMP. I give in already. It's gonna be Kevin SMP. Sure. He's gonna be the mascot of the server. He's gonna be the mascot. Thank you, Cody, for the gifted membership. Okay, so now a few things we need to fire up this server, because I'm gonna make this one in the upcoming days, and I'm gonna make sure we can release it very, very quickly. Like, I want to release it very, very soon. And to make sure we can release the server soon, I want to rapid fire things up. So, something we need, okay, is a server icon. We need a server icon 64 by 64, which we can use for the server. If you are an artist or someone who would like to make that server icon for the server, feel free to make it and share it with me on Discord, somewhere on the Server universe. I do agree it should be an icon of Kevin. So if there is somebody who can make a pixel art 64 by 64 of a polar bear, go wild. I will use it. Other than that, I don't think we need a whole lot. The server, I think we can make in literally a few hours. So I will have random chat help me, and I think we can set this up in like very, very, very quickly. The only thing I'm not really sure about is world generation, but it seems like TerraLive won big time. We could use TerraLive. When is the deadline? I don't have a deadline, but I hope to release it next week already. I want this server out quickly. So it's Friday now. After the weekend, I hope to release it. After the weekend, I hope to release it. Maybe we won't make it on Monday, but like maybe Wednesday? Something like that? I don't know. Something along those lines. That's kind of the hope. So it's gonna be very, very soon. Why is Iris Shaders the world generation option? It is not Iris Shaders. We're talking about Iris Dimension Engine. I think mid to end next week is basically the goal. I think it will be a good one. Yeah. Working on the icon right now. Yeah, so just suggest who came up with this name. Literally chat. Literally you guys. I don't know who said Kevin first, but that is now the name. And we now all follow the word of Kevin. And Kevin should now be the icon. So polar bear, it needs to be a polar bear art, otherwise it will not even be considered. It needs to be a cute 64 by 64 art of Kevin. Just make something that's awesome. Somebody came up with this, Kevin. Yes, it is. Yeah, it will happen like that. This will be the first religious war. Oh no, this is going so wrong. This is going so badly. We will try to make it geyser. available, so both for Bedrock and Java Edition, but I don't really know if we can. It depends on the plugins. It depends on the plugins and if they allow Geyser MC support. So we're gonna try to do that. Other than that, I think we can release a server very, very quickly. Like, if I would work on it today or tomorrow, I think we can already finish the majority of it all. We would just have to install TerraLive if we're gonna use TerraLive. What should we do, TerraLive or vanilla? I'm gonna make one more poll. TerraLive or vanilla, I kind of want to know. And then I do think TerraLive or vanilla. Then I do think I have most of the information. Vanilla. There you go. Poll is live on YouTube. So these are the two options we are currently going for. Let me know what you guys would prefer. TerraLive or vanilla. One of those we're gonna use. And yeah, I think then I know most of the information. I think I know most of the info I need to know to make this server. Make sure to pre-gen. Yeah, we will pre-generate everything. We will pre-generate everything. Don't you worry about that. We're also going to set a world border just to make sure people can't, force load the world. So we're gonna simply set it, the world border. Then we're gonna pre-generate. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Do you want a pixel art or HD art? Okay, so in a perfect world, no, pixel art, just pixel art. I wanted to say maybe we also want a HD art. But no, I want pixel art, 64 by 64. So we can use it for the server icon. Yeah. And it's gonna be called Kevin SMP. And the icon should be related to the polar bear, because the polar bear is called Kevin. And if you don't know why the polar bear is called Kevin, just watch back the VOD. I guess. I can't explain. I can't explain, really. Congratulations on 100k, Purple Man. Thank you, Art Sign. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, no AI art. If the art is too AI generated or clearly AI generated and we know it is AI generated, we're not going to use it. How's the stream going so far? It's going great, Intro. It's going great. It's going fine. Is it for a new live series? No. Okay, so that is also a thing I should answer. This is going to be a new, permanently online Minecraft server. It is not going to be stream only. I will most likely block the end server, the end world, for the first few weeks, or first few days, so that we can all experience the end fights live on stream. I think that would be very fun, and otherwise people are just gonna rush the end, which will be very sad. And has happened multiple times before. So we're probably gonna block the end until we do a live stream, and then we just go there and try to defeat it together. But other than that, it is going to be a public server, which is going to be online 24/7. Second stream, everyone is max gear. What? Oh, everyone's max gear? Yeah, probably. Probably, but then they have to get out there in PvP. Is PvP on? Outside of the spawn, yes. It is just going to be vanilla survival. There will be people who just go for max gear. And then they leave. And then they don't want to play on the server anymore. If that is you, totally fine. Have your few hours of Minecraft and then leave and don't come back. That is fine, it's understandable. In my case, I actually want to start building. I actually want to build stuff. I want to make my plots here at spawn as pretty as possible. That is, especially with all the new blocks in Minecraft that have been added recently. I really want to build for a bit. So that is something I'm gonna be doing, and I won't be caring too much about the gear and stuff. I know there are always gonna be people who do, and that's fine. And if that's you, then be my guest. But yeah, I'm gonna try to build. And yeah, that is kind of what the server is going to be about. Now, there's not going to be a lot of custom content, no custom items, nothing like that. I know people always say that, we should do that. Just to be clear, we are going to do that because we are currently working on 2 Minecraft servers, which have so many custom items and so many custom content, basically, that they take more than a year to develop. Which is the reason why we make this server for the meantime. That's the whole reason we make this one. Is so that we can have a temporary server until those extremely custom servers that we're currently working on are done. Okay, so this one will not have custom items because then we're going to start a 3rd big server project with custom items. We have 2 going on already. One of them takes more than a year to develop already, and the other one is starting to expand more and more as well. So this will be a simple, very, very simple server, and that is the whole goal of it all. I hate summer. I'm always missing everything. I won't be here for the 100k stream and the other streams, and now I will miss another server. That's so sad. Are you on holiday? Are you on holiday again? Is that why? It's gonna be a public server, yeah. So this server does not add 10 extra movement directions in addition to the XYZ coordinates? So much hate. No, yes, it will not. We're gonna keep it simple. So, I don't know if you saw the start of the stream, but basically the whole reason we are doing this server now is basically because we keep having projects that we want to make. We keep wanting to have a server, and every single time we come up with an idea to make a server, the project becomes so big that it just takes over a year to complete. And then we still don't have a server. So, like the first project we started, Sekai Craft, I think we started it like 2 years ago at this point. That server is still in development because it quickly became so big that it's still not finished, and it's probably not going to be finished for the next 2 years. So then we came up with another server that we could have in the meantime before Sekacraft released. That server now also got completely out of hand, and it's going to be so big. And it's going to be such a server with so many custom items and custom plugins and whatever that all still need to be coded. That's also, again, that server is going to take a long time before it's done. Probably at the end of this year or early next year. So that's also going to take a long time. So this is the 3rd attempt to actually release a server on a shortly manner. So, okay, Maz. I am a big fan. Can I get a shout out? Shout out to Maz, I guess. Shout out to my mod. So, 3rd attempt, simple server. That's the whole goal. Simple. That's all it's going to be about. It's going to be a very simple concept. And it might not be a development creep. Yeah, it keeps happening, man. So we have 2 big custom servers in development. One will not see the light of day until 2027, 2028. Like, it's a big project. The other one will probably release early next year, if everything goes according to plan. This one I want out next week, and I'm just gonna release it next week, period. So I need to make sure I can finish it by next week. That's the goal. That's the goal. So yeah, that is cause can I drop a massive donation right now? I mean, you always can, Yentro, but think twice before doing it. Don't drop money that you can't miss. But of course I would appreciate it. You can always. Gonna grind hard during weekends. Yeah, we need to get the server finished, random chat. We need to get it done. I want it out next week, period. Like, no excuses anymore. I want a server for the community where we can play on. I need it. I want to stream on it. I claim the domain mp. What is that domain? Yo, Yentro, thank you for the €1. That's huge. That's a huge donation. W's in chat for Yentro for the massive €1 donation. Absolutely insane. Never been seen before. No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, W's in chat for Yentro. Thank you for the €1. Since when is the player locator bar in Java Edition? I think 1.21.7. Pretty sure. Look at all those W's. We're also proud of Yentro. It's gonna take some days. I'm gonna make many icons. I would love to see them on Discord. Just send them either in the general channel or send them in Showcase, maybe. You can also put them in the Showcase channel. Yeah, Showcase is the best place to do it. Showcase channel on the Custom Server Universe. That is where you should send them. That's the best place. Okay, I think this is a pretty cool concept. I think we got something. We got something solid. Yo, thank you, random chat, for the $2 Canadian. I appreciate it. This is cool. We can do this. I feel like a very grumpy grandpa seeing the player icon on the bar. Wait, player icon on the bar? Player icon on the bar? Oh! Here! Oh, do you mean in chat? Do you mean on screen? You might mean on screen. Oh man, this is cool. I like this. This is not a bad idea. We can do this. We can finish this. Random chat, I will need your help. I hope you're not busy this weekend. I know I am. No, it's gonna be fine. I can help too. I can set up the basics. I can outline everything the way I got it in mind, basically. And we can work on this together. I'm sure we can finish it quite quickly. It's always cool to help small starting streamers. Thanks, Jentro, for the €2. I appreciate it. Small streamer. I don't know. For how long do I qualify as a small streamer? And a small YouTuber? I don't know. I've had a discussion with chat about this for a long time. But like, how long are you small? When are you small? I think YouTube determines you are a big channel above 500k, which I'm not even close to that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm still small. Maybe I am still small. Small streamers until 100k live viewers, obviously. Of course. Of course. 100k live viewers. I would say for a streamer, I'm pretty small. I mean, the YouTube channel is doing great. But like for a streamer, when it comes to stream views, I'm not a big streamer. I would say 100k. I mean, then my channel is decently sized on YouTube, but when it comes to streaming, no. 150 to 200 concurrents is quite above average. We have 186 viewers now. That's above average then. Yay! Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Okay. We got a plan. We got something set up. You still don't know how to set up OBS properly. What do you mean? Everything in OBS works fine. It works totally fine. I know how to set this up. Kevin SMP is born. Officially. We came up with some solid ideas in this stream. I gotta say. Kevin SMP. Yeah. Alright. I have to start working on this server. So I'm gonna end stream in a bit. Random chat, we got some busy days ahead, but I'm sure we can finish it. I actually think we can finish the server pretty quickly. Expect this server to be out next week. That is really something I wanna aim to do. I wanna try to release this server next week. So hopefully, if all goes according to plan, next week you will be able to join this server. It will publicly be out. New server next week. Yes, that's the plan, Barrett. That is the plan. Kevin SMP next week. I want to make sure it's out. Will you stream the release? Yes, we will stream the release. I will open the server live on stream, definitely. And then after that, we will just allow everyone on, and it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited. I'm excited. Kevin SMP, boys. It's gonna happen. Where's Kevin? There's Kevin. 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 There we go. Kevin. Also, do we have builders? We probably have some build. How dare you! How dare you! Why did you do that? Why did you kill him? Rip Kevin 2025. Okay, well, don't host at alien host. That much is clear. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna... No, deadly. Bad. Bad and unkind. Let's walk away. Let's walk away from deadly. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna be ending the stream here. I'm gonna start working on this server. I'm pretty sure we can finish it before next week. And it should be hype. It should be very, very hype. We're gonna add some plugins. We're gonna make sure we can release it quickly. We're gonna try to have Bedrock support. Should be fine. Don't do that. Don't come closer. Go away. Go away. Go away. So it should be very, very hype. Cancel alien host. Oh, the world of Kevin. Oh, the word of Kevin. Eternally. Immensely faulty. Oh, the most hated. Oh no. GG on 100k. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you guys again next week. I'll be live next week. A bunch, probably. I'm also gonna release this server. Almost 100% sure, because we're just gonna make sure it's finished by then. So thank you so much for watching. Gonna be a simple server, but really fun nonetheless. Have an amazing rest of your day, and then I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. See you later. Bye bye.